So what's happened now is that I'm starting up making the sails, and because it's a 2-mast schooner, I will need 2 sails, and the main will be around 75 square meters, and the schooner mast or the folk mast will be like 45 square meters. I'm not sure what it is in feet, but it's a little more than 10 square feet per square meters. And that is the size if you see the sail in silhouette, but because the sail have some shape like a Clark Y profile on an airfoil, on a wing from an aircraft. The actually amount of sail that is up there will be, instead of 120 square meters, it will be like 155 square meters. But I'm not actually sure how you calculate it, if it's the actual amount of sail clothes up there, or if it's the silhouette of the sail, but doesn't matter. The result is probably the same. I'm gonna show you a little bit about how I'm doing it, and then of course document that I'm actually doing it. The mainsails is 6 meters from the front to the back, or actually it's 6 meters and 10. And between the battens there will be 1 meter and 30. And the first 2 meters and 35 centimeters, there will be built in this curved shape, and that will be on the top of the model. I'll try to hold it like this. The top of the model, that is the front of the sail, and where it's at the highest, that is like 35% of the distance from the front to the back of the sail. And to get a decent curve into the sail, actually when the sail is up, when the wind is passing over the sail, this will be the front side of the sail. So, and when you then track, then it will blow out so to the other side. And so that basically means that the panels have to be on that place where it's highest or deepest. It will be 1 meter and 90, and then there will be 2 times 5 centimeters of 2 times 2 inches for the stitches. From that point, it just goes straight to the back and will end up with 1 meter 30. So and the clothes that I have been choosing is actually only 1 meter and 20. That would be like 4 feet. So I have to, instead of laying the clothes down, I have to make it stand, and then I have to stitch. I will have to make them come together like 5 times over one panel. So it's gonna be some stitch work, but yeah. It's winter anyway, so the epoxy won't cure, or the polyurethane do. So here during the winter, if I have nice weather with a whole day, then I work on the bow spear, and if or the boat arch. And if it's not so good weather and I just have some couple of hours in the evening, then I'm gonna work on the sails, and then someday I'm gonna be finished. And it actually doesn't matter what is finished first. It's and there's no reason to make the sail first and then make the other stuff, the boat arch and the other stainless steel stuff first, because the boat have to go into the water at the same time. So, and the sail is the mainsail is connected to the boat arch, so I cannot sail with a mainsail without the boat arch, and so everything somehow comes together. What I'm doing, I'm making a model of one panel, and that will be in 1:1, and then I'm measuring out where I have to stitch it together. I know where I am, so I don't make too many mishaps. So yes, I'm gonna pick up the foil for the model. If we imagine this is the bottom of the sail, then we don't want it to be straight, because when there's coming some wind into the boat, it's going to be leaning a little bit. So we want 10 degrees at the bottom, or 80. Depends on what view you have on the. So, and I have this, it's called a delta angle, with where you can just put it in the way you want, in 90 degrees, which is a quarter of a circle, what most of you probably already know. It might end up with 9 degrees or 11 degrees, but it really don't matter. Actually, just that it have a little shape in that. Because the rig drawing have been posted on the blog also, you see the boat from the starboard side. That means that end down there, that is the front, and this is the back of the sail. Then I'm also going to do that here, so that and because the entrance is there, that is where it will be natural to watch it. Another benefit, this plastic foil, that is 2 meters wide and come in a 1 meter roll, which basically means that it's every time you cut 2 meters off, you can unfold it and you have 4 square meters. And the good thing is that it's have this it's been folded on the middle, so instead of try to find out from the outside lines, then I just take from the middle and do my measurement, and then I'm half the way, so to say, because the line is already there. So that's a nice thing. On that point where it's most widest, it still have to be a little curvy behind that, like 5 or 10%, and then it's actually just a straight line, so that I have the same distance from that point where I'm cutting it here as I have in the other end. And when it's being cut out, then I can start putting out the sail coat on top of it, which then mean that actually first I have to measure out where the clothes is going, so that I know how wide I have to cut it, because I'm gonna have 7 panels looking just like this, and then there's coming 3 in the top. There's different. Basically this is the Haslam McLeod sail with a parallelogram, and it's been modified with a wing shape by a guy called Arne, who's living in Norway, and it's because the project is so big as it is, I'm not making any invention, and the sail he is doing is like the doctrine at the moment for how to make the best working sail, so that is what I'm doing also. And then when I have some sail working, then I can start making experiment, but I believe that Arne have more than 20 years of experience with making sails, so I have no intention of questioning his knowledge, so I'm just making the sail and then see how good they are, and I'm probably going to be happy with it. But the back is just a straight line, and because I don't have any piece of wood or anything that's long enough, then I just take 2 pieces of plywood, because the fabric edge is straight, so then I just do it with that. Yes. So now I'm able to see it real life, the size of the panel, and try to go over here. I hope you can see it if I move a little bit away. So so what I have to do now is to measure out the where I have to stitch it, so that I know where to lay out the fabric. So, and actually I can just take the fabric in and put it out and mark it, and then I know where I am, so to say. I forgot my tripod, so the camera is actually standing on some songbooks. I'm gonna make 1 inch overlap for the stitches, and then I'm gonna put 2 lines of stitching in. It's gonna be like a, don't know what it's called in English, but we call it zigzag. And the one I'm using have like 4 hit with a needle on every zigzag, and the 2 in the end is also the 2 in the end for the next line.